Prime Junior, human trafficking guy. That one kangaroo from that video getting a 5-digit panini to the damn gourd. What do they have in common? Professional boxing. In the spring of 1891, humanity unlocked a new achievement: animal exploitation. Because that's when kangaroo boxing appeared in Australia and then spreading to Europe and the United States rapidly. No internet, no emails, just raw, unfiltered human stupidity synchronizing across hemispheres. A time period where the rich were called a butter and egg man. Gold, gems, a PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator card, and of course, butter eggs. These shows were typically part of traveling circuses, carnivals, zoos, theaters.
Nothing says family fun like a confused Roo swapping hands with Hank from down the road.
Fucking Hank.
Kangaroos that were raised in captivity were seen taking a vague boxing stance. Handlers noticed this, of course, threw gloves on them and said, fuck it, train them up.
Not in like the Rocky sense, more like, if you punch me in the face right now, I'll give you a treat.
I mean, I'm taking that deal.
Which brings us to my boy, Jack. Jack performed daily boxing expeditions at the Melbourne Waxworks with a man named Professor Linderman.
Certified freak.
In the newspapers, they loved this.
I mean, look at him go! What a little Tim-Tam goblin son of a bitch!
They described Jack as the first kangaroo to voluntarily accept boxing lessons, which is pretty fucking wild, because that implies that there were other kangaroos who declined. Meanwhile, in the US, we had John L. at the Philly Zoo, named after a famous boxer at the time, John L. Sullivan. Nothing quite honors an athlete like uppercutting a kangaroo, and I've always said that. They actually ended up shipping boxing kangaroos to the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, which is notable because one of them just straight up died on arrival. But what happens when one hops their last hop? Well, pretty damn easy. Jack dies, Jack 2. That Jack dies, John L 2. Who needs rules? Now you may be thinking, don't kangaroos already naturally box? Why would they even need to be trained at all? Kangaroos do naturally box, like against other kangaroos in the wild. For dominance, not because someone in a straw hat needed ticket sales. The kangaroo for sure isn't thinking, I've trained my whole life for this. This is my moment. It's thinking more along the lines of, where's my family and why is this guy sweating on me? Kangaroos are grabbing at you with their arms so that they can kick the living shit out of you, hard enough to rearrange your organs. The boxing stance is just a loading animation for an express double boot package to the body. And if that's not enough for you, they can just claw you to ribbons. So these matches weren't just dangerous for the kangaroo. I mean, anyone within a 10-foot radius of this fiasco could have been straight up cheese grated. Maybe over a spaghetti or an Alfredo. Which is why you might be a little astonished to hear that many of the bouts ended early because the kangaroo had to be restrained. I don't know the process of even beginning to attempt to cuff a kangaroo. Maybe distract it with some, how it's made?
Presses the shape into a pressed shape.
Remember that shit? People got a kick out of the kangaroo falling over, humans dodging kicks or not dodging kicks, and the animal very clearly trying to leave the ring, which happened, surprisingly, very often. Shocker. To be fair, this is the generation that brought you the wondrous hoop and stick. Fucking look at it! We're never gonna have that much fun again. But why did kangaroo boxing keep happening? Well, 3 reasons really. First, exoticism. People outside Australia didn't see kangaroos as anything more than novelty creatures, not conscious living animals, toys. Second, circus culture. At the time, if it could be fit in a tent and sold as amazing, it was. Hence them calling this Oscar the Grouch looking motherfucker a mermaid. Third, no one was stopping them. I mean, animal laws at the time were pretty much please don't do that unless it makes money and give me some. But the main thing is people just got bored. Yep, the main driver, the human attention span. Animal rights movements gained traction, laws tightened, and kangaroo boxing slowly faded away into the problematic graveyard shared with the Wii U and Jared from Subway. I'll never forget you nasty ass big pants garbage can looking son of a. So yeah, kangaroo boxing is one of those historical footnotes that we write off by saying, it was a different time. But hey, at least we stopped. Well, mostly. Thanks again if you made it this far into the video and watched the whole thing. It super means a lot to me. Do all the social media stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Whenever that is, I don't know.